In a stunning turn of events, the Department of Justice has announced the arrest of a Russian national, Maria Butina, on charges of conspiracy to act as an agent of the Russian Federation within the United States without prior notification to the Attorney General. The move can only be seen as a serious rebuke to the president, who spent the entire morning defending the Russians and arguing that there was no collusion or interference in the 2016 election by agents of the Russian Federation. But more importantly, the indictment reveals that long before Trump announced his candidacy or began rocketing up in the polls, the Russians were worming their tendrils into the Republican Party, and they were using the National Rifle Association to do it. The indictment from the FBI states that as yet unidentified person openly admitted to setting up secret communications between the Russian Kremlin and key Republican leaders. Using context from the affidavit, here's what this person actually committed to writing in October 2016. I've been involved in securing a very private line of communication between the Kremlin and key Republican leaders through, of all conduits, the NRA. Evidence heavily suggests that U.S. Person 1 is former NRA President David Keene. Reminder, in 2011, then at NRA President David Keene began a close friendship with Alexander Torshin when Torshin was deputy director of the Russian Central Bank. That same year, Torshin began building a pro-gun movement in Russia with the help of Maria Butina. While the U.S. congressman identified in the indictment has been confirmed to be Rep. Dana Rahabacher, R. California, who is on the record as having traveled to Moscow in August 2015. It indicates that it is not just Trump but the entire Republican Party involved in some kind of treasonous collusion plot with agents of the Russian Federation. Butina's indictment makes it clear that they had laid the foundation for supporting the Republican nominee through the NRA even before Trump had declared his candidacy, according to the affidavit in support of the complaint. From as early as 2015 and continuing through at least February 2017, Butina worked at the direction of a high-level official in the Russian government who was previously a member of the legislature of the Russian Federation and later became a top official at the Russian Central Bank. This Russian official was sanctioned by the U.S. Department of the Treasury, Office of Foreign Assets Control in April 2018. Butina used to work closely with Alexander Toroshin, former deputy governor of Russia's central bank whose ties to the NRA have drawn harsh scrutiny from the Justice Department and special counsel Robert Mueller's investigation over suspicions that the Russians were funneling illegal campaign funds to Trump through the NRA and its network of PACs. The Department of Justice could not have picked a better way to respond to the president's appalling remarks this morning. And this stunning revelation makes it clear that this goes much deeper than just Trump.